Stereotypes you hate about your country. Part 2. China. Every Chinese person is a mathematical genius and some sort of math wizard. And all Chinese people eat the most normal protein.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Okay, maybe not everyone. I hope? Russia. The idea that Russians drink vodka like water is a classic. The stereotype suggests that you could find a Russian family sitting down to breakfast with shots of vodka, borscht, and a side of more vodka. In reality, while vodka has its place in Russian culture, it's not quite the everyday thing. But do you want to hear something more ridiculous? Russians casually wrestle bears in their free time.
Huh?
I know, right? It sounds absurd, but honestly, I'm kind of jealous. I wish people could think I wrestle bears too. Jamaica. Every Jamaican has dreadlocks, smokes weed all day while listening to reggae music and eating some delicious spicy curry goat, right? And that is absolutely false. Well, aside from the last one, because it's a common dish in Jamaican culture. Also, for the love of God, not every Jamaica is a Rastafari or related to Bob Marley. Germany. Germans are often seen as so punctual that if you're 1 minute late for a meeting, you might as well be a time traveler from the future or prepare to explain why you're violating the sacred laws of time.
How dare you!
Another stereotype is assuming Germans are permanently serious and don't understand humor. Well, that's a bit unfair. They just like their humor structured, like everything else. Maybe they're laughing, but it's in a very orderly, well-planned kind of way. You'll hear it. Haha. But please, let's get serious now. Canada. The stereotype is that every Canadian is so polite, they'll apologize for everything, even if they bump into you. Oh, sorry for existing? It's true that Canadians are known for being friendly and polite, but not every Canadian is a walking sorry machine. In fact, sometimes the level of politeness is so high that when they do something mildly rude, it feels like the world's coming to an end. But yeah, you'll still hear a lot of sorries at the grocery store, eh? Colombia. The classic stereotype that every Colombian is involved in the cocaine trade is as outdated as it is ridiculous. Sure, Colombia had its history with cartels, but today, Colombians are more likely to be found sipping coffee, their coffee is world-renowned after all, than dealing with anything illegal. But if you ask a Colombian about it, they'll probably just laugh and say, "No, but we do have the best coffee." North Korea. North Koreans can't travel out of their country, they can't use the internet freely, and they are ruled by a dictatorship government. Unfortunately, this is not a stereotype. It's actually true, sadly. New Zealand. The age-old stereotype that Kiwis and Aussies are identical is mostly harmless, but it's a little like calling someone from Texas a New Yorker. Both countries share a love of rugby, barbecue, and banter, but Kiwis like to remind you that they invented the jet boat and bungee jumping, and that they don't always speak in strine. Africa. Africa is not a country, it's a continent. Surprisingly, people think all Africans are poor people who ride on the backs of lions and don't have access to water or the internet.
What?
If you're from Africa, let's prove these haters wrong. Leave a comment down below. Scotland. The idea that Scottish people wear skirts every day, even in the supermarket, is a bit of a stretch. Sure, they'll throw one on for a wedding or a Highland Games event, but the reality is closer to jeans and a hoodie than a tartan outfit. Also, a side note, it's not a skirt, it's called a kilt. Iran. The stereotype is that all Iranians are super conservative, devout, or living under strict religious rules. While Iran is an Islamic republic, it's not all black and white. Many Iranians are very secular, love a good night out, and have a sense of humor about their own country's rules. It's not uncommon to see young Iranians enjoy a night of dancing and music behind closed doors, and in the occasional non-legal parking lot party. Italy. The idea that every Italian is secretly part of the mafia is one of the most enduring stereotypes. Sure, there are mob movies, but not every Italian family has a godfather figure who makes offers you can't refuse. Also, a quick side note, Italians don't only eat pasta. I mean, they have other types of food too, like a regular sandwich, maybe with some pasta on the inside.
What?
Kazakhstan. The stereotype that everyone in Kazakhstan speaks only Russian is a bit misleading. While Russian is widely spoken and understood due to historical ties with the Soviet Union, Kazakh is the official state language and is used in many aspects of daily life. A lot of Kazakhs are bilingual, switching between Kazakh, Russian, and even English depending on the situation. So don't be surprised if your Kazakh friend asks you to help them practice their English. Thanks for watching till the end. If you want a part 3, like this video and leave a comment below.